The boy was kicked by a strange man, but instead of falling, he miraculously floated in midair. Meanwhile, a group of pirates was sneaking into homes and capturing sleeping boys. Peter was taken aboard a massive sailing ship, which, to his amazement, could actually fly. The ship soared higher and higher until it broke through the atmosphere and entered outer space. Then, without warning, it dove sharply down into a strange and magical world. They landed in a giant mining colony ruled by a man named James, who had been in power for centuries. It turned out that a substance called fairy dust could keep him young, so he constantly had boys kidnapped and forced to mine it for him. Peter, however, was falsely accused of stealing the dust and faced a harsh punishment. This was when the opening scene unfolded. James realized Peter could fly. Seeing potential in him, Hook decided to take Peter on an important mission. With help from their friends, they hijacked another flying ship and managed to escape James's territory. But their freedom didn't last long. In a dense forest, they were attacked by enormous bizarre birds known locally as dream birds. The birds scooped them up and dropped them in the middle of a wild tribal village. Unfortunately, the villagers thought they were pirates and said that if they wanted to leave, they had to defeat the tribe's champion. A young warrior stepped forward and quickly knocked Hook to the ground. Enraged, the young warrior leapt onto a tall platform and beat Hook so badly he could barely move. Peter jumped on the young man's back, but he was tossed into the air like a rag doll. Just then, the village chief let out a mighty roar, grabbing everyone's attention. In his hand was the pendant from Peter's neck. According to local legend, the one who wore that pendant would lead the people to the light. To prove the prophecy true, Peter had to fly again within 3 days. But no matter how hard he tried, he couldn't get off the ground. That's when the pirates returned. They quickly took everyone hostage and brought them before James. In the chaos, Peter climbed to a cliff's edge, where he found the same ferocious dream birds.
Nice birdie!
Meanwhile, James pointed a gun at the princess, threatening to kill her unless someone revealed the location of the fairy kingdom. But the villagers remained silent. Just as he was about to pull the trigger, Peter came soaring in on the back of a dream bird. Hook used the opportunity to rescue the princess, while James broke into the chief's office and discovered a hidden map to the fairy kingdom. Guided by the princess, Peter and his friends set off on their journey. Along the way, Peter heard an odd sound coming from the water. He stared into the still surface and was suddenly yanked into the freezing lake by a massive crocodile.